Hello, everyone, and welcome to Continuing Education Week 2. My name is Jillian Leslie, and I'm one of the wellness educators that have helped to put together this educational series for you because we know that it's so valuable for you to be able to utilize and maximize the benefits of your doTERRA membership. And we also know that when you're just starting out with your oils, or even if you have had your oils for a little while, but haven't been able to participate in something like this, that you might not know all of the different ways that your oils can help support your lifestyle and your health goals and all of that good stuff. So this class, it's roughly 30 minutes or so, and it's designed to showcase one specific health area and introduce you to a few key products that might be very supportive in this particular area. It's also a great way for you to learn a bit more about products that maybe you'll want to order with your next doTERRA order. So it's really meant to, just shed some light on some of the benefits of doTERRA's products and really give you some insight into how you can incorporate them into your daily living. So today's topic, I'm actually really excited to talk about with you today because it's nutrition and supplements. I myself have a university degree in nutrition. I went to Brescia University College here in London, Ontario. So it's definitely a topic that is, important to me, obviously. So I'm really excited to be able to talk to you about this tonight. But before we dive in, I just wanted to, give you a little reminder, or maybe you didn't know this, but if you participate and watch either live or the recording, all 8 of these educational series or modules, there's actually a free gift for you. I can't give away any of the details, but definitely connect with the person that invited you to this continuing education series for a little more info on that. So that's a nice little incentive and a nice little perk for you there. So if you didn't know, now you know. So let me just switch over to share my screen here so we can have the slides up as we chat. Just make those nice and big there. So like I said, today we're talking about nutrition and supplements. And before we dive into some of the supplements that doTERRA has to offer, just a couple of questions to kind of tuck in the back of your mind as we're chatting is, one, why are people around us so sick? Anything from getting the common cold on a regular basis, or even something a bit more serious like cardiovascular disease or type 2 diabetes, things like that. More and more we're seeing people fall ill, and it's a really interesting trend, I guess you could say, if that's that's the appropriate way to say that. But it's really something to kind of think about is why is that happening, and how does nutrition play a role in maybe helping to prevent that? Another good question to tuck in the back of your mind is also, do you think that we're getting enough nutrients from the food that we're eating? Or maybe just even looking at your own individual eating habits, do you feel like you're getting enough nutrients? And we'll kind of go into a little bit about what health and wellness kind of looks like and what things to consider when we're looking at that. So it's just a couple things to keep in mind as we start. So obviously I'm a little biased in that I believe that nutrition is 100% foundational to our overall health and well-being. There's so many reasons for this. I know mainstream media and mainstream diet culture really kind of focuses on the outside appearance of what health looks like. But a nice little reminder, gentle reminder, health comes in all shapes and sizes and forms. There's not one size fits all when it comes to what healthy looks like. You can't tell by looking at someone on the outside, where their nutrition is at, where their health and well-being is at, as much as society has taught us otherwise. So it's really about, I guess, unlearning and relearning, what really is health and wellness, and how does that apply to you as an individual and to your families. So nutrition, at the end of the day, why it's so foundational is because it really helps our bodies to be able to function optimally. Nutrition plays a role in so many areas of our health, from increased energy and mental clarity, but it also helps support our heart health, our gut health, our overall body functions and systems that, go unseen and just are automatic within us. It helps to prevent nutrition deficiencies, which, yes, can happen even in today's society where we have an abundance of food. It also helps to support proper growth and development throughout our life. I think often we think of growth and development as, babies, infants, children, adolescents, but we don't stop growing and developing and changing as we age. So there's still nutritional components that are so important throughout all stages of life. And nutrition can also help prevent lifestyle related diseases, like I mentioned earlier on, or help to manage sickness when it does happen. I think in the wellness and nutrition sphere, we think we want to be healthy so that we never, ever, ever get sick. And that's just not the case. Healthy people get sick too, right? And sometimes unhealthy people don't get sick. So really it's about, what are your personal goals? What does health and wellness mean to you? And how can we support that goal? How can doTERRA specifically help support those goals? So truth be told, being healthy really is a measure of a combination of so many things, like I've mentioned. So, when we're looking at our health and well-being, it's not a number, it's not a size, it's not a scale. It really is about our energy, how vibrant are we feeling in our day? How much energy are we able to bring to our lives? Where's our activity level at? Are we able to carry out the activities that we need to for daily life, and the activities that we want to be able to do, like walking, running, cycling, gardening, all of those things as well. It's also about our food intake. What are we eating? What are we putting in our bodies? About how we manage stress and how what we're exposed to environmentally also. So there's so many factors to consider in that overall health and well-being bubble. So some really do, like I said, measure. Sorry, I talk all day at work, so it's getting towards the end of the day for me. So my words are coming out funny. I'm sure you can relate. I'm not the only one, I'm sure. But really, like I've mentioned before, other ways to define our health outside of those numbers and how we look is also how we feel. But we can also look at things like cholesterol levels. If you've had your doctor check those, if you're aware of those, maybe you have concerns in specific areas. So I'm not going to go deep dive into those particular areas, but really just kind of looking for how can we support where you're at right now. So when it comes to your individual health, there are things that we can control, like I've mentioned above, but there's also things that we can't really control. And those are things like family medical history. We don't have any control over what our family medical history is, what our predisposition might be for certain diseases, or our individual DNA makeup. Those are things that we are born with and we can't change. However, there are things, as I'm sure you know or are learning, there are things that we can control when it comes to our health. And pretty much the things that I mentioned above in terms of what we measure our health by, these for the most part are within our control. So really, what does our body need to survive? If you really want to get down to just the basic, what do we need to survive? It's just daily intake of a variety of food and some water, some liquids, fluids. But then what do we need in order to really thrive, to feel our best, to feel like we have the energy and the stamina to show up to our day, not just to survive, but to thrive in a way that maybe we're not used to. And that's really, to me, where supplements come in. So why should we supplement? Some people are on the fence with this. Some will say you don't need to if you're eating a well-balanced diet. But none of us are perfect in our nutrition. None of us are perfect in how we show up each day. There's so many factors that play into, what we put into our bodies, the food that we put on our plates, the access that we have, the knowledge that we have, the lifestyle that we might have. So those are all things that we really have to think about and consider. Would supplementing benefit me? Am I falling short in certain areas? Is my lifestyle super busy and so I'm on the go a lot? Meal prep isn't my thing. I'm on the road, so I'm grabbing food often. So you're not feeling your most vibrant self. So supplementing can help promote your overall general wellness. We know that. It can help, like I mentioned before, make up for any nutrient deficiencies. Even though we might have access to so many variety of foods and food products, prepared foods, fast food, it doesn't always mean that we're getting the vital nutrients that our bodies need to function at that optimal state. It can also support health issues like low iron. That would, I guess, be, that would fall under nutrient deficiencies, but it can also help support something specifically like that. Iron levels, B12 levels, those are often some nutrients that fall a little bit low, especially in women. And it just helps us to maintain good overall health as we age. So before supplementing though, you always want to consider what are your health needs, what are your health concerns, what are you dealing with right now? And it's also a good idea to consult with your healthcare professional. Yes, I have a degree in nutrition, but I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know what illnesses maybe you're dealing with or ailments. So really always come back to, okay, does this make sense for you? Do you need to seek just another opinion before you start on something like this to make sure that it makes sense and that it's not going to interfere with maybe a health condition or maybe a medication that you're taking. So that's really important to think about as well. I'm just going to grab a sip of water there. So what I like about the Lifelong Vitality supplement pack is it's such a unique formulation and it's designed to be used in conjunction with other healthy habits like regular exercise, healthy eating, getting the proper rest, stress management, and each of these products offer specific benefits that are important for our vitality and that vibrance and that thriving. So it's derived from fruits and vegetables. So that's a really unique thing about this particular supplement line. During my undergrad, I actually worked for a supplement store, and it was very rare to find supplements that were actually derived from food sources. A lot of nutritional supplements are, especially multivitamins, they actually are derived from like synthetic sources. So they're not really recognized as easily and readily by your body. And so it's a waste in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of fillers and things that don't need to be in your supplement. Like at the end of the day, your supplement should be what you would be getting from food ideally, but at that concentrated amount, if that makes sense. So in each capsule, in each serving, you're getting 12 servings of fruits and vegetables in every serving. Now a serving is 4 capsules of each product. So 4 capsules of alpha CRS, omega, microplex. So if you're taking the full dose, you're getting an extra 12 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. Like I mentioned, it's made from whole food sources. There's no fillers, obviously, and of course, like no brainer, they're going to use some essential oils in each of their products to optimize those health benefits. So I think off the top of my head, for example, in Microplex. So that's the food nutrient complex. So the multivitamin. There is a tummy tamer blend. So it helps with digestion. It helps with, soothing the stomach. I think it's like, I don't have it in front of me, but I think it's like fennel and caraway, maybe. Don't quote me on those ones, but it's a really unique blend in there to help with digestion and just, keeping a nice soothe some stomach. So also, the specific areas that they help and the specific benefits of each of these. So alpha CRS helps to protect against free radical damage. So it's high in antioxidants ingredients, which help to protect that from that damage. The Microplex, so the food nutrient complex that I just mentioned, provides us with those critical vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are considered our micronutrients, and those are primarily what we get from our fruits and vegetables, from our complex carbohydrates, so those high fiber, whole grains, and things like that. So vitamins and minerals, they don't inherently of themselves give us energy like our macronutrients, which are proteins, carbohydrates, and healthy fats. But what they do is they act almost as like a catalyst. And by providing our bodies and all the different functions and systems with those micronutrients that they need, that's what in turn helps to, function optimally, do all the amazing things that they need to do at a cellular level, and just keep you, functioning up properly. And then lastly, the omega essential oils. If you're not familiar with omegas, they help to support cardiovascular health and brain health. Side benefits are that they also help with, healthy nails and hair, which, we all love that, of course. Next up is gut health. So gut health is another key foundation to our health and our well-being. It's a hot topic. We hear a lot about gut health, microbiomes, and things like that. And that's because our gastrointestinal tract, or our GI tract, it's approximately 25 feet long, and it's responsible for the bulk of our digestion and our absorption of nutrients in the foods that we eat. And it also obviously helps us eliminate waste from our body. That's, I think, what most people think of when they think of their gut is it eliminates waste. But it plays such a vital role in the absorption of nutrients. And so having a healthy gut environment will help to optimally absorb those nutrients from our food and from our supplements and get it to where it needs to go, again, so that we feel at our best and are functioning at our best. Our GI tract, it also provides important support for our immune system, which is a really unique thing. So the walls of the intestines, they're covered with millions of little hair-like structures. Some will say that they look like little fingers, and they're called villi and microvilli. And what they do basically is they increase the surface area of the intestine. So the greater the surface area, I'm getting a little sciencey, the greater the surface area of our intestine, the greater the amount of absorption that our bodies are able to take in. So again, having that healthy gut environment will help with that absorption being at its maximal capacity. So doTERRA has some really unique products specifically for this. So probiotics and prebiotics, you may have heard of them. You may, have heard that you can get them from things like yogurt. Kombucha is another good source. I would probably say kombucha is probably a better food source than yogurt, because you're not always sure how many bacteria, how many millions, billions, and all of that you're getting. So doTERRA has created, so there is the PB Assist, which is the adult formula, and it comes in a double encapsulated gel cap. It has It's double encapsulated so that the actual probiotic is protected, and it makes it through your stomach into your intestinal tract where you want it released, and you want it to be in that intestinal environment to reap the maximum benefits. PB Assist Junior is a powder, and that's for kids. It actually tastes really good. I order that one because it's fun. It's like a pixie stick. So those are two really unique products in terms of probiotics. So giving your body that healthy bacteria. And it seems almost counterintuitive to, put bacteria into your intestine, but it helps to proliferate those beneficial bacteria. You want those good bacteria thriving in there. And then Terrazyme is another supplement that is unique to doTERRA, and it's a digestive enzyme. So if you have difficulty with the breakdown of food, this would be a really good supplement to try. So it has a number of different plant-based and food-based enzymes that help your body break down the food, breaking it down so that your body can absorb those nutrients even more efficiently. So like I said, probiotics, they help us to maintain a positive balance in our bacteria and our gut bacteria. They help with intestinal microflora balance, and it helps to support a healthy immune system as well. So they all tie in together really, really nicely and are so important for our general health and well-being. Some other supplements that doTERRA offers. So they have, if you go into your back office and go under supplements, there are so many different options. So I'm just going to touch on a few points for each of these. I'm not going to go in depth, but I think that these are some really important nutrition supplements that you might not be aware of, and their specific kind of uses. So the first one being Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. Now you may have heard of Deep Blue, the oil, or the Deep Blue rub. Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex is a really unique product to doTERRA, and it's designed to help provide soothing support to aching muscles internally. So if you have any aches and pains that you want to use this in conjunction with, this is a great supplement to take for all of that. So you can use this in conjunction with the Deep Blue rub or the Deep Blue oil, and then you would take the Deep Blue Polyphenol internally for those aches and pains that are maybe like a little bit deeper. Adaptive Calming Blend Capsules. So this unique combo has been around, I think, for about a year. And it's just like the name says, it's a calming blend. So it combines the soothing benefits of specifically selected oils with clinically studied botanicals. And it's honestly one of the best tools to help manage the effects of everyday tension, anxious feelings, uneasiness, and worry. So I'll take this sometimes middle of the day when I'm just kind of, especially if the day is kind of crazy and busy and I'm just starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed. And it's not, how do I describe it? It just brings this calmness and this soothing. You don't even really realize it's kind of taken its effect, but it's wonderful when it does, because all of a sudden you just feel a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more like, okay, I can handle the rest of this afternoon and get through the day. So I personally really love it. Turmeric. So you may have heard of turmeric root, turmeric powder, the benefits of turmeric on inflammatory responses in the body. And that's because it's so high in antioxidants. So it has that anti-inflammatory effect on the body. So doTERRA has created a really unique formula, again, kind of similar to the PB Assist in that double encapsulated gel cap. Turmeric is also in a double encapsulated so that it really gets through into the intestine, where, again, that max absorption. And so it can have that anti-inflammatory response throughout the body, which is great. And we also, like I mentioned before, antioxidants, they help our body fight off those free radicals and protect us from oxidative damage, which is really important, especially as we age. Serenity soft gels, this is one of my favorite. I'm actually out of it and can't wait to order it again, but it's my favorite to take I personally take it at bedtime. It helps you get a really refreshing and restful sleep without leaving you feeling groggy or sleepy the next day. So it's a really, really nice blend if you need some sleep support. This is definitely a good option to try out. Phytoestrogen and bone nutrients. So doTERRA has these two products plus the Claricom roller as part of women's health and support. So the phytoestrogen, this one is a really interesting, like a unique blend of plant phytoestrogens. And what those do, so things like flaxseed, I can't remember the other ones in there, but what it does is it helps to support hormone balance gently and naturally. So for that time of the month when you're coming up to your period and you're getting a lot of symptoms, this actually helps to kind of ease them a little bit so they're not quite so intense. The bone nutrient it has optimal levels of vitamins and minerals that are really important and key for maintaining healthy bone mass and bone density. So it has calcium and magnesium in there. So really important ingredients, whether you're, still someone who's still developing, like if you're younger, or if you have teenage daughters, really good for that bone support when that bone growth is at its kind of peak. And then even into 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s as we're aging, to help support bone health and bone strength as we age. Mito 2 Max, this one I really like as well, especially midday. It's a proprietary blend of plant extracts and some other amazing ingredients. I just started taking it regularly recently, and it helps to give you, it's like an alternative to caffeinated drinks or supplements. So it's going to give you a nice little bit of like mental clarity, mental energy, I would say, without the side effects of caffeine. So if you're looking for something kind of midday, that's not going to keep you up later in the evening, Mito 2 Max is a really nice supplement to take. I've been taking it at like around lunchtime when I have lunch and take my midday supplements. I've started including Mito 2 Max in there, and I find I don't need a coffee or anything like that in the afternoon, which is crazy, but it just does something and I just feel like I can get my stuff done. So it's really nice. I'm really, really enjoying that one. Zendocrine is another blend of essential oils specifically to help support the cleansing and detoxification of the body system. So our liver, primarily does all of our detoxification. That's its function. That's its role. Zendocrine is a complex of oils to help support that function so that it's, doing it optimally and effectively to do what it already does amazingly well. But this just takes it to another level. So, and lastly, Yarrow Palm Beauty Complex. So this one, like I said, it's a beauty complex. It's going to give you that glow from the inside out. So this is an internal supplement. There is the serum and there is the body lotion, but this one you would take internally. And it's powerful because it's so high in antioxidant support. So dealing with those imperfections and just giving you that glow, literally that glow from inside out. So as we start to wrap up, I just wanted to, I forgot I had these little guys in here. I just wanted to highlight the new wellness program. So if you haven't heard of the wellness kits that doTERRA launched earlier this month on October 1st, these hands down are some of the most amazing kits that I think doTERRA has curated and put together for you guys. Basically what it is, it's a 3-month program, so a 90-day program. You set it and forget it in a lot of ways, I guess you could say. You pick what program you want to start with. So they have an immune kit, relief, and then one that's for like mind and mood, so calming. And each kit has a unique combination of oils. I think I have one right here. So it comes in like a little neoprene bag. Inside it has oils that are unique and specific to that health area for that month. So this particular kit is for immune support. So it has things like On Guard, Wild Orange, really great products, all geared towards that immune support that we all need, especially moving into cold and flu season. So it's a really, really unique product, good price point. So if you're ordering it from Canada, it's $125, and I think 80 PV. And then if you're ordering it from the States, it's $75 US and I think 60 PV. So I just wanted to touch on that because it is a great program. If you're ordering from the US, it incorporates some of these supplements that we talked about. So really something to consider. It comes with its own unique QR code so that you can scan it, and it will take you to some further education on that kit in particular, the oils that are in it, how to use it, and how to use the products that come with that. So it's a really, really lovely way to just continue learning and applying the oils that you're getting. So I really wanted to just touch on that. And if you have any other questions on the wellness kits, reach out to whoever it was that enrolled you or invited you to this continuing education program. I'm sure they'd be happy to talk with you more about that. This is just one example of how you could implement some of these supplements into your daily schedule. So, for example, taking the turmeric and the PV Assist to kick off your day. Then we've got the LLV, which is the Lifelong Vitality Pack, with your Terrazyme, so that digestive enzyme and adaptive to start off your day. And then you can see lunch and bedtime has some options too. So lunch is similar to your breakfast, but it has the Mito2 Max in there to kind of help get you through the afternoon without that caffeine kick or that coffee kick. And then bedtime, Yarrow Palm, so that beauty complex, Copaiba, and Serenity. So I didn't really touch on Copaiba, but it's also a very calming and soothing supplement to take as well. And combined with Serenity, you'll have such a great sleep. So just another example or a sample wellness box that if you wanted to put something together a little bit differently. So you've got the Lifelong Vitality Pack, Terrazyme, PV Assist, turmeric for that anti-inflammatory, Serenity for that deep sleep, that quality sleep, and some lemon essential oil, one that you could add into your water, into your cooking, and all those good things. So just wanted to touch on some ways that you can get those supplements into your daily routine. And lastly, I just wanted to touch on, when you're experiencing something unique and something wonderful that has made a difference in your own life, sometimes, you might want to share that. So you might be thinking of people that that would benefit from, experiencing doTERRA for themselves. And a unique way that you could do that is, by sharing your own experiences with others as you learn and as you use your oils in your own daily life. Sharing your oils will eventually come naturally. And it's not to say that you need to all of a sudden start a doTERRA business, but if that's something that interests you and you're looking for a way to, make a living and create that balanced life, doTERRA building a doTERRA business means that you can work from home eventually and have a flexible schedule. You can share something that you're passionate about, and something that is going to help others in their own lives. So if that's something that interests you and you want to learn more about, reach out to the person that enrolled you or that invited you to this continuing education series and chat about what that might look like for you. I just want to say thank you for your time tonight, and I hope that you found that valuable. I hope that you learned a little bit more about some of the amazing supplements that doTERRA has to offer, and I hope that you have some great experiences with them. Have a great night.